Come sit with me. Do you want to? I'm telling the story of how you were born. So get ready. Buckle up there, Buttercup. Bring your chair over. Your pants are on inside out, backwards. Hard to do. Look at my little bumblebee. Is that the cutest boy I've ever seen in my whole entire life? Oh my gosh. It's my birthday today. It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Oh.
It is Mommy's birthday today.
Oh.
Whose birthday is it? Is it Sawyer's?
Oh.
It's Sawyer's birthday today. Can you sit up and say, "ee"? Say it loud. Say, "ee". "ee". Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Scooby-Dooby.
Happy birthday to you. How old are you? How old are you? You smell like a monkey. And you look like one too. Seriously. How are you today? Are you a little anxious? Oh, you just hurt your tit? Are you nervous? Yeah, we're waiting for something. Now, I'm telling the story of your birth, so you might not want to hear this. You want to hear it?
Oh.
You want to go?
Oh.
Maybe you should go. Hello, everyone. Oh. Look what he just showed me. It's a picture of a suitcase. Oh, do you want to pack your suitcase? Say, pack. No, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm going to wait. Are you ready? Put it together. Pack. What do you want to put in your suitcase? One more sleep, and then we're going to the water park.
Oh.
Yes, Sass.
You okay?
Why? Oh, I was crying, but who knows what it was about. Oh, cover. Oh, we work on covering, remember? So, oh, Lord. One more sleep. Oh, Mommy's doing a video, and then we're packing your suitcase. First video, then pack suitcase. Okay, now go away. You're too loud. Get out of here. Take a hike. Say bye. Say bye. Bye. You can't watch a video if you're here. You want to talk? Okay. I'm going to tell a story. So how old is Mommy? Is Mommy 60? Is Mommy 15? How old is Mom? Mom is 42. 15 years ago, I was young and fresh and full of life. And I was pregnant with a baby. Do you know who the baby was? Do you know what baby was in my belly? Daddy's out there. Can you say me? Say me. No, look over here. You were in my belly. And can I tell you something? Let me tell you something. Do you think you were little or big? Big. You were a giant moose. You were a squishmallow. Oh, okay, go away now. I'm going to finish my story.
Yeah.
So first video, then we'll pack your suitcase. Can you go sit on the couch for a minute? First video, then suitcase. I love you. Can you say bye? First video, then suitcase. Bye. First video, then suitcase. Okay, so we lived in Duluth, Minnesota. I'm telling you, they check into the resort. Is the older man that works at the resort that has the dog with the porcupine quills. He's wearing a shirt that says, "I've been to Duluth." So that's our claim to fame. Also very close to Fargo. So if you've seen the show Fargo, that's pretty similar to Duluth. So that's where we're living. And first video, then suitcase. No, shh. So we lived in a really small town called Two Harbors, Minnesota, population 2,000, and had a really simple life. My husband and I just real simple. And I had a very, I would say, easy pregnancy with Cooper. Before him, I had a miscarriage before Cooper, and that was really YouTube. I'm going to switch my internet here, so if you get bumped off, I had a very easy pregnancy, but before Cooper had a miscarriage, so I was scared to death to be pregnant again. And we didn't tell anyone until we were 20 weeks along, maybe 25, because I was so scared. If you've had a miscarriage, I just kind of want to normalize talking about that. We had told everyone we were pregnant, and I found out at our 14-week ultrasound that there was no longer a heartbeat. And so telling everyone was really hard. And I mean, it shouldn't have been, but it was. And then, so when we got pregnant again, I was scared. I was scared. Just scared. And so I think around 25 weeks, we started telling people. And when we found out that he was a boy, my husband was a college baseball player. So immediately bought a baseball bat and a jersey. He was so excited to have a boy. And we named him Cooper right away before he was born. And I think it came from the show Private Practice, if anyone has watched that. There was a doctor in there called Dr. Cooper. And so we just fell in love with the name Cooper and picked that. So he was Cooper right away before, we even met him. Did all the things you do with your first, typically had a bunch of baby showers and decorated the nursery. And I remember my husband and I painted vertical stripes on the wall in his nursery, and man, did we fight over. I think I joked, if you want to challenge your marriage, try and paint vertical stripes on a wall. It was not easy. And then I remember my doctor saying Cooper was big. He was big. And I got to the point where I was doing stress tests because I wasn't feeling movement. And he didn't move much. And I remember I have a vivid memory, two things. I have a vivid memory of having to tie my shoes and falling over because I couldn't reach my feet. And the other memory that you may not believe, but is 100% true, and I'm lying on my children's lives. Cooper used to, when I was pregnant with him, he would push my rib out of place. The first time it happened, I thought I was dying. I could hardly breathe. And I ended up at the hospital and they told me that it was a rib. And so I went to a chiropractor. I remember this in Two Harbors, Minnesota. And this little tiny chiropractic woman, she was 5 feet tall, climbed on my back and went boop and popped my rib back in place. And I was like, this is weird. And she's like, yeah, some babies just can move around enough where they push things out. When I'm done with my video, we'll pack your suitcase. Keep breathing, okay? Why don't you set a timer? And so I had to go see her probably a total of 5 times because he'd be like, boop, and then she would boop it back in place. Oh, it hurt so bad. My doctor asked if I wanted to be induced based on his size. And I was like, yes, I do. And I want to just be honest, I always am. I had a lot of regrets for a long time. Did I make a mistake doing that? I don't know. I don't know if I did. Maybe he wasn't ready, but I was 40 weeks. So his due date was December 6th. And so the way it worked for us 15 years ago, and we lived 30 minutes from the hospital. And that was another factor too. The closest hospital to us was 30 minutes. And there was this highway called Highway 61 that connected these two harbors to Duluth. And babies were born all the time on that highway by police officers or in their cars. What's happening here? Something's different here. I'm not sure what it is. What's different here? Did you paint your eyebrows?
wait, actually.
No, it's the wig. Get out of here. You would look really good with that hair. You look like my daughter.
Actually.
You're so pretty. Okay, go. Can you please go? No, Harbor.
I'm sorry.
You're Sawyer? Okay, go now. Let me finish. I like your hair. Okay. That's my wig from when I please, Harbor, go. Yep, go stand. That is my wig when I dressed up as Sandy from Greece. Harbor, please stop. Just go on.
Something happened.
Okay. Hey, Jamie, can you grab Harbor, please? Okay. So,
10, 9, 8, 7,
hey, Harbor,
6.
can you go ask Dad for help, please? So the way it worked for us, we went in, so he was born on a Monday. So we went in Sunday night at 6 p.m. He was born at St. Luke's Hospital in Duluth, Minnesota. So we went in at 6 p.m. on Sunday night. And the first thing they did, I'll never forget this, is I had to get an IV and they put it in my hand. And let's be real, a hand IV hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. And I know I was going to have a baby, but I bled so much from that IV because they could not get the IV in my hand. They had to change the bedding. And I remember thinking, like, this is going to be, Harbor, can you please stop? I was like, this is going to be a bad experience. Like, this is going to be bad. So I'm going to give you one more chance. Okay, this is done. Hold on one second. Let's go. Please stop. Sorry about that. Had to deliver him to his father. Must have forgot him. So, yes, first video, then water park pack. So they put it in my hand, and then they gave me like, they started with Cervidil, and Cooper was my first pregnancy. So they're like, this is going to be slow to progression. Like, know that this is going to take time. And I remember thinking like, oh yeah, I have my wreath right there. So Harbor, please go in the kitchen. Please go. I swear. I can never find my husband when I'm taking the 30-minute period to myself a day. I don't know how it's possible. Yep. First video, then pack. Yep. Set your timer, okay? Set your timer before we ask again. We're not going to ask again for at least 10 minutes. So set your timer. Yep. 10 minutes on your timer. So I got Cervidil, and I think they did it like 2 or 3 times. Now, don't quote me on that because this has been 15 years. But I remember like they would wake me up in the night to like place it again because it like wasn't doing anything. And I was so naive that I didn't realize. Like, I thought like I was going in to like have a baby. Like, I didn't realize that it was going to, I'm saying this like so like foolishly, but I was young and a first time mom. Like, I did not know that this was going to take like days and hours. It was like shocking to me. So went to bed, did the Cervidil. And then if you want to bring it over here, I'll set your timer for you. Harbor, please go. And so, okay, hold on one second. Okay. Hey, Jake, can you help me with them, please? With Harbor? Okay, well, maybe we figure out what to do. So, had the Cervidil placed like 3 times, and then I woke up in the morning and I was like shocked that like nothing had happened. I was like no closer to pregnancy to delivery than I was like.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna go downstairs. We're gonna move it out of here. But like I know that sounds so stupid, but like it just like shows me like how like uneducated like moms are when they have their first babies. Like I thought I was like going in to like have a baby like right away. Like I did not realize that this could take like days and days and days on end. And I didn't understand the difference between like being there and active labor. Like I like did not realize that just with my first. I did with my other three, obviously, but with my first, I was like, what do you mean I like don't push all the time? Like I don't, you have to like wait. So weird. And so woke up the next morning and then they started like right away. Like, I don't know like what time. They started the Pitocin, and Pitocin's nasty. Like, it's just like, I mean, it serves a purpose. But like it, you know, your body like mimics labor and it like moves it on, you know, like progresses things. So I think I started like Pitocin at like 6, 7 a.m. or whatever. And it put me like, the contractions were so strong, like so fast. I was scared. I got an epidural, I don't know what time, pro epidural here. Whoop, whoop. No heroes over here. Like, love me some pain medication. If I could get it now, I'd get it. Like, is there a possibility for me to get something now at this moment? Like, could we just put something in me? And I remember getting the epidural and then like relaxing. And then I think I didn't have Cooper until, so I went in Sunday night at 6 p.m. I did not have Cooper until Monday night at like 11:47. I think that was the time. So I labored the whole day. And I remember vividly them being like, okay, now it's time to push. And I was like, what have we been doing this whole time? Like, I remember like, wait, what? Because like, I thought like you went in and like you pushed and had a baby. I like did not know, like you don't even like see your doctor like until you're like in active labor. I mean, all this. And so I'm just sharing this for anyone that's like new. And so then it was time to push. And I remember they changed the bed, they got the room ready. And I didn't know how to like, I was not good at pushing. I remember them being like, you're not doing it right. Like you need to like, they were like coaching me, like how to do it. And I hadn't eaten in so long. I do remember I threw up. Like I remember throwing up and like they gave me a popsicle. Like, I was like, ooh, I want like a steak sandwich. And they gave me a popsicle. And then, and I wrote about this a lot. If you have a child with autism, and I don't know, I wrote a lot about this in Forever Boy. Like I have like a whole chapter on this. So if you haven't read my book and you want to buy Cooper a birthday present, order our book. I was, and this is the part that I go into detail in the book. So it was time to push. And he wasn't progressing. And his heart rate was dipping and things were getting nervous. They were getting nervous. And so I remember the doctor being like, we're like minutes away from a C-section. Like it might be time. Like it might be time to just call this. And he ended up coming out. Like I ended up delivering him, and which is phenomenal. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with a C-section at all, but I mean, easier healing. So that was good. And this is like where I sort of like have like an out of body experience, because everything, and someone mentioned A Baby Story. Like I loved that show. I watched that show religiously. It was a show on TLC. I love A Baby Story. And everything is like, wait for the cry. Like once you hear your baby cry, you know, and then the pain goes away. That is the biggest lie you've ever heard. I'm saying this for me, if no one else agrees with me, but I had this girlfriend who was like, once they place that baby in your arms, you will not feel any pain. Bologna sandwich. That hurt. Oh my God, it hurts so bad. But so they grabbed him out and they took him to the table. So like the baby table is like right over here. And multiple nurses started, and people, they had pediatrician there, and they were like working, like doing things on him. And my doctor, I had to have an episiotomy, and I was bleeding pretty good. So he was like really working on me. And my husband, oh my God, was like, is that a fish hook? If you know, you know. He was like sorry, ear muffet, but like he was like sewing me up with like a fish hook. My husband's like, wow, that's fascinating. And I was like, why isn't the baby crying? They were like talking about like hunting and fishing. And I was like, why isn't the baby crying? I kept like saying that, like, why isn't he crying? And I talk about this in my book that, you know how when you're on an airplane and I do this, and you're on an airplane, and if the plane goes, like you kind of look around and like, is anyone else panicking? And me, I always look to the flight attendants. Like, I'm like, are they panicking? If they're not panicking, I'm not panicking. You know, they're pushing their beverage cart and handing out coffee and water. Like if they're fine, I'm fine. So I was like watching everyone's face because I was panicking, and this baby was not crying. And so I don't know if it was, I know it was minutes, but I don't know if it was 5 minutes or I don't know. I couldn't give you an exact time. But when I heard him cry, I remember thinking, oh my God, we made it. Like I had this like, just like instant, like we made it. He's good. Like he's fine. And so I remember when the nurse handed to me, and is there anything better than like getting a baby handed to you in like those like, little hats, and like, they're just like little like nuggets. Right. And they, I don't have a picture down here. Do I have a picture down here? Okay, look around. They handed him to me, and oh my gosh, he was like just perfect. He was big though. I mean, he was big. He was 9 pounds. He was not little and petite. Each of my children got smaller as I went on. So my smallest was Winnie. She was 7 pounds, 10 ounces. And the only reason I remember that exactly, there's a reason, is I was 7 pounds, 10 ounces when I was born. And my dad would always say, the only reason I remember it is because the Packers play on 7:10 a.m. He would say that all the time. And I thought that it just like, so now I remember my daughter's birth weight because of 7:10 a.m. and the Green Bay Packers. And Cooper was 9 pounds, and he was a moose. And so they handed him to us, and some nurse said his APGAR scores were really bad. They were really low. And now he's fine. He's perked up. And I was like, okay. I mean, it was just like this like surreal lapse of time. And I have video of this that I recently watched, and I was like holding him. And I remember I like opened up the blanket. I opened up his blanket, and I felt his skin, and he was the softest thing that I've ever felt. Like ever felt. Even with my other 3 kids. Cooper was like, and he's still soft. He has this porcelain, squishy, kissable skin. He's just a squish. And I am telling you, and this is the part where I'm going to be serious, and if you can relate to this, you can relate to this. I knew nothing. I was a first-time mom. But I looked down at this baby, and he looked terrified. Like he was just traumatized. And that's such a weird way to describe a newborn, but I want to be clear. I went on to have 3 more kids, and my other 3 babies immediately like snuggled in and like latched and were like nursing and just squished on me. Cooper was like fighting he was like fighting the swaddle, which he did his whole entire life, fighting it. And we swaddled him to like 3. He was like trying to like get his arms out. I remember within minutes of being born, I held him up, and he was like sitting. I know you don't believe me. I know you don't. I sound crazy, but just remember that I like had 3 other kids, so I'm not crazy. He he had like this like insane head strength. He was like looking around, and people always ask me what I think, caused Cooper's autism. And that's, a chum-filled water that I don't step into very often publicly. But in my heart of hearts, I truly believe that Cooper's autism is a result of lack of oxygen at birth, which is why I carried so much guilt for being induced. Did I mess up? I don't know. I've learned to set my suitcase of guilt down. I don't know. I don't know if I did anything wrong. I did the best that I could. I don't know. I had a neurologist tell me that you can see brain matter that has a lack of oxygen if you do an MRI. Maybe someday we'll do that, find out. I don't know. But he was different from the second he was born. He was Cooper from the second he was born. And, he never, I'm going to tell you a story really quickly about guilt, just because I think it's really powerful to tell you here. I host retreats twice a year, and this person may be listening, maybe not, but I was checking people in to my retreat, and this woman came in, and she had a hat, and it was like pulled down. I'll never forget that. So she had her hat was like pulled down, and she greeted her and gave her a hug, and we're so happy to have you here. And she's like, "Can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course you can ask a question." And she said, "I think that I caused my son's autism, and I blame myself." And so I said to her, "How old is your son?" And I assumed that she would say he was like 4 or 5 or 6, and I remember she said he was like 17 or 18. And I hugged her again, and she just sobbed. Like, I just held her, and she just sobbed. And I said to her, "You've been carrying this around for 18 years? Mama, you gotta set this down. You can't. You're gonna miss everything. You gotta set it down. You didn't do anything wrong." And I'll never forget that. The guilt is one of the sneakiest emotions you will ever. Guilt isn't logical. Guilt makes no sense. So be careful with guilt. It's real sneaky. I have guilt creep in all the time. I had guilt this morning. I had guilt that I made some mistakes 10, 12 years ago. I don't know if I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. Anyhow, Cooper struggled right away to nurse. He could not figure out, and never would have. Cooper didn't know this, obviously, but Cooper has severe apraxia. His mouth does not work even now. So he can't make any sound where you touch your tongue to the roof of your mouth. So think of like da. Da. What would it be? Da. Ba is he can do ba. He cannot make the D sound. Most of his throat sounds come from his throat, and he would have never figured out nursing. So we had a hard first week. If my husband was here, it'd be fun to have him on this video if I wasn't so mad at him right now for being a dinglebat. But Cooper did not sleep. I'm telling you, Cooper did not sleep. He did not sleep. Like, I don't even I can't even say anything. We brought him home from the hospital, and for the first year of his life, he cried. And it took a week to figure out that he was starving because he couldn't figure out nursing. Once we figured out he could drink from a bottle, thankfully, only I always say Medela, but maybe it's Medela. Everyone, the yellow breast pump bottles. That was the only one he could ever use. And And if my husband was here, he would talk about the first couple nights and how he took Cooper in the basement and he just held him while he cried because I needed to sleep, like even if it was 20 minutes or 30 minutes. He did not sleep for years. And it like, I was just writing in my third book about how in some countries sleep deprivation is torture. And I actually kind of cite it and talk about it. You slowly go insane. And the thing that I would say with Cooper that was different from my other kids is we never got into a rhythm. And so we thought, acid reflux, sleep apnea, we went down every rabbit hole. I mean, every rabbit hole, colic, constipation. Like, what is this? Like, what is it? We never, I mean, who knows? It was autism. I don't know. We never figured it out, but I just want to just say for a beat, just pause and just say, I think it would have been a lot different if he wasn't my first. I just think it would be. I think I've never known a day of motherhood without autism. And I think I've never known a day without fighting. And fighting with the world, fighting with the school or the county or doctors or myself or, with our autism, there's no ease. That's like the most honest thing I can tell you. There's just no ease. And so it's just this intensity that it's never not been intense. And I almost feel like I got this like unique almost do-over with my two younger kids because they're so much younger. And I talk to my friends all the time and I'm like, Winnie's doing this. And like my friend Adrian's like, that's normal. And I was like, oh, and she brings it up a lot. She's like, you don't know what normal motherhood is. And I'm like, I don't. I don't. And I just want to validate you all that parenting a child with a disability is different. I'm just going to validate it for you. I wanted that for so long. I wanted that for so long. Like I wanted someone to just validate, like, this is really hard. And it is way different. And that's not complaining and it's not being negative. It's just being honest. It's just way different. It's still wonderful and amazing and you love your child, but parenting Cooper was at an intensity of 100. I think it's just so important to just validate any mama and dad too, of course, or caregiver or grandparent, whoever. It's okay to say that this is different and hard. It is. Cooper's anxiety today is off the charts. It's off the charts. But I have the most beautiful boy. I mean, look at this kid. I mean, he is just, look at his feet. He was just, oh my gosh, you guys, they were the fattest, squishiest. Look at his thighs. Oh my gosh, if I could go back and just, sometimes I wish I could have a do-over. Maybe I messed up. I don't know. But sometimes I just don't know if I could do it over again. It was so hard. And I just think I'm so lucky to have him. I'm lucky. We are lucky. It's hard, but we're lucky. So I just want to tell you it's okay to feel everything. Feel everything. Admit it. People shame you. Oh, they can go kick rocks. I don't know. It's hard. Okay, we have a hockey game tonight. My little Sawyer, he's 12. He has a hockey game tonight. It's a big game. I cannot wait. And I get to go. And I feel so lucky to go and to watch him. And then tomorrow we're going to a water park and Cooper's dreams are going to come true. He cannot wait. So actually I'm going to pack his suitcase before so he can have that. before he puts everything in it that you can possibly imagine, which would mostly be VHS tapes and construction paper. Oh, that kid, he's nuts. He's nuts. But thank you all for being here. I just got a notification that I've been doing this for 9 years. I've been sharing for 9 years. And, I've lost my voice. I've taken missteps. I've been afraid to share. I just don't want any parent to feel as alone as I do and did. This is lonely. This is hard stuff. Okay, if you haven't read my book, please do it. I'm going to do one more plug. It's on Amazon. It's called Forever Boy. It's the story of Cooper till age 10. You will feel less alone. You will read it quickly. It's on Audible too. You will fall in love with this boy. You guys, he is just, I think you'll fall in love with our family too. But you will see yourself in our story. And Nicole, just message me. Just DM me. I can just do it through here. So, okay. Thank you all for being here. 9 years we've been sharing about autism. Thank you all. Okay. Bye.